Hello everyone, this is NFX Broken Arrow here, bringing you the third game in the best of 3 series between NFX Rez and NFX Chupa in the NFX StarCraft 2 Heart of the Swarm Cup. We do see the third map being Derelict Watcher, and in your top right corner you have your purple Zerg spawning NFX Rez, and in the bottom left corner your red Terran NFX Chupa. So quite intense games, the first two games, quite long games to be honest. So we do see these two guys actually giving each other quite a good go for their money at this point. So we do see that SCV starting to move out, as well as this SCV going for the scout, quite early scout there for Chupa, making sure there's no 6-pull on the way, as you would expect. Maybe Rez to try and secure the series by trying to do a 6-pull and get an early victory. Although no such thing is on the way. We do see the gas on the way for Chupa already, as we do see his normal build of trying to get a factory as soon as possible and do some harassment with the Hellions. This worker over here can actually try and do a bunker contain, which we all know is quite effective if the Zerg player does not know how to defend that. If this I'm missing the opportunity there to delay the expansion for Rez, our Zerg player. I wonder where Rez got his name. Maybe he's like, oh, I'm gonna play Zerg, so I'm just gonna turn the name around and take away the G. And there we have it, Rez. Ha, figured you out, man. Anyway, we do see this SCV doing his scouting ritual over there. So we do see the reactor on the way. So nothing different from Chupa in this game, and I expect to see nothing different from Rez as well. As we do see the drones get this round, but that SCV over there wise enough to do a mineral walk and was able to get away from the surround. As we do see reactor getting done for Chupa, as he does lift off his barracks, and this factory should lift off and take the barracks position there to be able to get to the access to that reactor. So Chupa obviously getting Hellions out quite early once again. As we do see Rez getting a queen on the way, a few Zerglings already out for Rez at this point. Will be able to take out that SCV over there if he does not run away. But once these Zerglings get on creep, they are unstoppable versus that SCV. And we do see another queen on the way. Well, yeah, so 3 queens already out basically for Rez at this point. Should be quite effective in defense against all these Hellions that are on the way. As we do see 3 Hellions queued up, obviously. Chupa trying to wait for 4 Hellions before he will start his harassment. As we do see, he's actually going to wait for 5 Hellions, so quite an odd number though. As we do see the second factory on the way for Chupa at this point. Another, what was that, a tech lab? Yes, as we do see the tech lab getting produced as well from the barracks, so this factory will just lift up and take that position over there. So you do see 2 spine crawlers on the way, so Rez obviously getting a defensive position once again, as we did see him do in the first game, which I think is a wise decision, quite a good decision to be honest, since Hellions aren't quite effective against spine crawlers and 2 queens and maybe a few Zerglings in the mix. As we do see the Hellions are moving out at this point, trying to do some harassment. So we'll take out those two creep tumors over there, trying to creep tomb, I suppose. As we do see the Hellions getting scared away by these 2 spine crawlers. These 2 queens should get into a better position, as we do see the Hellions running by, getting into the main base, and not so much getting a lot of worker kills though as we would expect. But Chupa will be able to get a lot of scouting in. So actually we do see quite a few workers killed, 9 workers killed at this point. As we do see these aliens should be taken care of by these slings and queens. 10 workers killed, but Chupa does know about the roach warren on the way. I would like to see Rez maybe position a queen over there and over there and over there, or maybe a few lings over there if he does not have enough queens, just to stop any run-bys, as they are quite pesky, and as we just saw, able to get off quite a few kills. As we do see the expansion on the way for Chupa. Quite the same timing as we did see in his first game. So we'll have to see how that works out for him this time, as we do see the 2 tanks in siege mode over there for some nice defensive position. We do see the Ling army moving out for Chupa, well rather for Rez at this point, as he does have the custom skin the custom skin links over there. Just look at the beauty of those stuff. Speed not on the way. We do see a Spire, however, for for Rez at this point. Obviously, maybe trying to get out a few Musas to do some nice harassment on the siege tanks from the back, while the rest of his Zerg army will take anything that is in the front of the Terran mech army. So you do see a few roaches out already for Rez at this point. He's got some nice positioning on those roaches to be defensive, as nothing here will be able to do a run by from the Terran Hellion army, I suppose. Although taking a look at the army supply at this point, 26 to 31, and the worker supplies, so worker supply in the lead for Rez, quite something nice to be in the lead with. I feel like that Rez at this point should be able to securely take a third, get him just that economic advantage that he might need. As we do see, this army will move out to try and take out this overlord. That Thor there, will he be able to take out this overlord, as this overlord is frantically floating away, farting away. I don't know what the hell they do to get away, but the range on this Thor actually quite long, as he does take out that overlord, leaving Rez over there supply blocks. As you see, actually quite a nice army here from Rez at this point, as we do see he's not trying to go for Hydras again, as we did see him do in the first two games. Although the army is moving out for Chupa at this point, maybe just to try and do some creep clearance. But we do see Rez does know obviously about this army, is going to move his army. I like this from Rez, he does move his army to the side, and he will wait for the mech army of Chupa just to move in, because we all know the Link's quite susceptible rather to the fire from the Hellions. So once these move out, the siege tanks will be at the back, giving the opportunity for the Links to try and get us around and take out the siege tanks, which will then make the killing of the Hellions a lot easier. As we do see this army trying to get a move on, the Hellions transformed into Hellbats, as we do see exactly that, the flank from Rez be able to take out all the mech, well rather all the siege tanks, and maybe a 4 there, as we do see the 4 actually quite effective against the Mutas, but we do see a lot of damage from Rez at this point, managing to clear out everything that Chupa has. Taking a look at the army supply, 50 army supply to 21, so Rez should actually just consider at this point to move out, try and delay this, what's happening over here? Actually, sorry, try and take out the natural expansion for Chupa, as we do see the Mutas moving out. We'll be able to do some good harassment over here, as we do see 3 or 4, 5, 6, 7 workers get taken out, but the Thor getting into position, managing to drive that Mutas only to the main base, as we do see these Mutas very pesky versus SCVs, as they are basically defenses, as we do see 13 workers killed. So obviously Rez getting the favor back for Chupa at this point, with these early Hellion harass. As we do see on the back of this, Chupa, Rez able to take a third, and well, not take a third yet, but we do see the third on the way for Rez. Nice army composition here from Rez once again. Taking a look at the army supply, 80 to 36. So at this point, if Rez rather can just take this army and go attack, he might have this game in the bag. Although Rez deciding to play safe, but this might just cost him the game, to be honest, as these Lings are trying to move out and see for any ninja expos. So you do see the Mutas are moving out. The Mutas are moving out, trying to take out the siege tanks, as they will take out 1, maybe 2. But the Thor is there to take out, to drive away rather these Mutas. Well, these Mutas are actually getting ballsy, as they are going for the Thor, but we do see the SCVs moving in to repair it, so that is able to drive away all those Mutas. Take a look at, Rez does have a huge army supply lead at this point. He should be able to take out these Thors and siege tanks quite easily. I'm not sure why he's not trying to attack. I think it's stupid not to attack at this point, but we do see the army moving out. Let's just hope that Rez does not give, as we do see actually those siege tanks getting a lot of kills. So the siege tanks positioning over there proving to be quite effective, as we do see it. What's happening, man? as we do see the tanks being able to buy time and push away this push from Rez. But you do see the third already going for Rez at this point, so Rez obviously does have the income lead. Oh no, he doesn't. Well, anyway, as we do see the workers, well, as we do see the third base getting saturated now. The army for Chupa is starting to look a bit scary now, as we do see quite a lot of fours over there. So the mutas proving to be will be proved to be ineffective against against all of these fours. At this point, Rez should consider trying to get out some hydras, but he does not have a hydra list then though. But Rez once again sending out these mutas to do some harassment over there, and as well as trying to get the flank on this mech army over here. A mech army quite slow, so Chupa should actually, Rez rather, should actually just attack his base while this army is moving out to draw that army back. As we do see, all the searches will get obliterated by these falls, as we do see the reinforcements on the way for Chupa. The mutas over here actually not doing anything too productive, to be honest. Trying to take out some buildings. Well, they should actually go for the workers. I'm not sure what Rez is doing with these mutas, to be honest. But we do see, however, this army for Chupa, as we do see the hydras out for Rez finally. But this army for Chupa quite scary, trying to push. Will probably be able to at least take out the third, as we do see those few hero roaches able to take out the siege tank, as we do see the mutas get called back. But they won't stand. Well, the mutas are not standing quite a chance versus all these Thors, as we do see the push from Chupa rather to be quite successful at this point, as we do see a single hydra getting popped there will be taken out. But these mutas, man, will just get killed by these Thors. Chupa, well, Rez rather, making not the correct, wisest decisions to put up against these Thors. So you do see these hydras, obviously a bad, well, yes, as we do see a bad click there for those hydras, and they will get taken out almost immediately by the Thors, as they won't be attacking. Do you see a few links popping? The links not able to take out even a single Thor at this point. These Thors are actually just going to town on the natural expansion, as we do see the Broodlings maybe trying to do something, as they do. Nope, they won't get any Thor kills at this point. So the natural expansion of Rez taken out, how the tides have turned. Taking a look at the army supply now. So that single Zergling over there, if he takes out a Thor, that would just make my day, as he does. Oh well, as we do see a few roaches out, getting a nice round on these Thors, trapping these Thors, and all these Thors should get taken out though, as we do see a single Thor trying to run away. Well, Rez could actually just stay and kill that Thor and then try and kill the other one, as all these Thors does get taken out. But however, a lot of reinforcements on the way for Chupa at this point. Rez in a tight spot, trying to take back his natural expansion though, but I don't think it will get up in time. Taking once again a look at the army supply, 60 to 42 at this point. So Chupa that's actually might just get this game and the series as well, as we do see a lot of reinforcements on the way for Rez, a lot of hydras. This might be able to hold this, although these Hellbats going to town on these hydras. Since they are light units, the Hellbats do so much damage versus the hydras, and they will take out all the hydras, and this army will just be able to steamroll into the third base of Rez at this point. Will obviously manage to take out this base, as we do see two roaches moving out there, getting taken out by the Hellbats and Thor. Queen also dying, and Chupa going straight for the hatchery at this point, even though a few links spawned over there, as they will manage to escape, try and get the round on the Thor, but the Thor still staying alive, and these links taking out these siege tanks at the back here, as we do see these Hellbats going to town on all these drones moving out. The siege tank will get taken out by all these Zerglings over there. We do see a few roaches and hydras moving out, but the Hellbats just able to kill off all those Zerglings, as we do see the roaches maybe tanking some nice damage from the Hellbats, as while the hydras are able to do their thing on the Hellbats, but not enough, as we do see the Hellbats able to move or push away that hydra, and that hydra actually managing to get another Hellbat kill over there. We do see at this point an SCV over there going to town on the is that SCV trying to kill stuff? SCV does get taken out by the Euro Mutas over there. The Mutas will move out to take out these two Halberds over there. But on the back of this, Chupa able to take a third, which should just secure the win for him at this point. As we do see Chupa able to scout the new third base for Rez. So we should see him move out and try and take that out, as we do see Rez attempting to double expand at this point. As we do see a lot of drones over here ready to go to work. But Rez will take care of that SCV first. But we do see a lot of Hellions moving out at this point for Chupa, as we do see how Chupa likes transforming these Hellions into Halberds, as we do see a fourth base already on the way for Chupa. So Chupa basically just getting further ahead at this point. These Hellions will do so much damage versus these drones, as we do see. Taking a look at the worker skill, 38 to 20 at this point, or is it 40 now? It's 39 to 20. So you do see a last worker getting killed there before this Hellion army will get pushed away by these Hydras and Roaches and Mutas. But at this point, Rez does not know about this fourth base, to be honest, as we do see quite a lot of siege tanks as well as Vikings, obviously to battle the Mutas or just tank some hits from the Mutas, as the rest of the army will be able to do quite a lot of damage. The fourth base of Rez not taken out yet, as we do see the new third rather being able to try and get some mining there from three drones over there. As we do see this army starting to move out for Chupa. I think this might be the final push, as it should be quite enough to actually get the GG. Those Mutas spotting the army, so we'll take a few hits from the Vikings. Rez trying to move his army into a nice flanking position, trying to take out the Thors from behind, where he will then move on and try and take out the rest. So we do see nice positioning there from Rez, able to take out not one of the four. So as we do see the last reinforcing four on the way for Chupa, able to, gets taken out, as well as these two Vikings will get taken out by the Hydras. But it's too late for Rez at this point, as we do take a look at the supply lead for Chupa. It's 156 to 57. So Rez not in a good position, as we do see that Lynx being able to take out that Thor. Will it be enough though? As we do see a few Hydras getting roasted there, that Thor not even getting taken out by the slings. As we do see, however, the stream rolling army on the way for Chupa, as the tanks will just siege up and will take out this natural expansion quite quickly once again, as we do see a few Zerglings trying to spawn there, but they will get taken out as soon as they spawn. And we do get the GG from Rez, as we do see quite an epic series in this NFX StarCraft 2 Cup, and Chupa does take the series 2-1. And I'll see you guys in the next game.